welcome to Pod Return to the Waking Sands. We are a Final Fantasy XIV companion podcast where we explore the lore and story of Hydaelyn and beyond. My name is Jen, and I'm joined by my co-host and researcher.
I'm Levi.
Hey, Levi.
Hi, Jen.
How are you?
I'm tired, Jen.
I know.
Then why'd you ask?
Because listeners also would like to know, probably.
Well, now you know I am tired.
He's had a day.
It's been a week, Jen. It's been 2 weeks, in fact.
It's been a half.
It's been a half what?
Year.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
There it is.
Anyway, Alexander, we're back.
We're doing it again.
We're going inside.
We're going
the
in.
Dad.
We're going in, Dad.
Going in hard into Dad.
Daddy diving.
We are going to hit most of the first raid today. That's 75% of that Dad. But Jen, first, what happened last time?
We found a way into the Dad.
Go on.
Yeah. We made a new friend. I mean, two new friends,
yes.
Actually. Round Rocks, which is Slowfix's daughter. She likes junk and stuff. And then Mide is an Aura treasure hunter. She wants something inside Alexander. She won't tell us what. So she agrees to decode the code if we let her tag along.
She also has a vertical scar under her left eye, which is importante.
It looks like she cried real hard out of that eyeball, and then it left like a burn mark. It's like it.
She got the old hot tear, the old spicy
the
tears.
Old spicy tears. Yeah, and she inadvertently touches it all the time. Like it's
like when she is remembering
something
about the past.
The thing that she's looking for is related to her scar somehow. Probably.
Excellent deduction, Jen.
Good stuff.
Okay, so that is what happened. Also, Alexander woke up and we're going inside. Also, Jen, don't forget the main foe here, the Illuminati.
Yeah, they're all up in there.
Too. They're all up in that Dad before
all
us.
All up in that Dad, yeah.
We're getting their sloppy seconds.
It's true.
Glad we agree. So we jump right into the first raid. Jen, who ran with us?
Yeah, we ran this with some peeps from the Discord. We had Shu and I, Obs, and we had Raven Ghostpaw. Yeah, Raven was Dark Knight, sick. And then we had Vestal Gorgonoth. They were Bard, which was a cool choice. And Lorelei Fratley, Black Mage. We had 2 Black Mages, and I also wanted to play Black Mage.
But you were the sole melee.
We already had 2
Thank
Black
you,
Mages.
Jin, because I had to have some melee to put my melee buff card on.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. Then we had Granbaria Ilias. They were Warrior, and Navius Felguard was the other Black Mage. And then Shimiyu was Scholar. And Shu, you were our other healer. You were Astro.
Yes.
And then I was Ninja.
Yes. Nice work, Jen. So those were the peeps. Thank you all. We ran on minimum item level, which is a different experience entirely than playing when you normally sync and have item level. It was pretty hard in some cases. It made you feel alive.
That's for sure. You can't take it for granted. And everybody's seeing mechanics that they haven't seen in a really long time.
Or ever.
So
we are in the Fist of the Father. Back in the olden days, raids used to be dungeons and not just like a trial with a different name. So we are going into the hand here, and these are fun locations because they really take pains to make it feel like the part of the Alexander. So we go into the hand and it's inclined, so we have to dodge all these steam parts, and we go up the slope the way the hand is sloped when it boops down onto the shore of the river, of the Thaliac River. After we climb up the incline portion, we go down some catwalks and we get to this rectangular platform where there is a Faust or 2 waiting for us. This is our first mini boss. It's not that hard. Just tank and spank and kill the Faust mainly and kill the ads secondarily, and you're good to go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
From there, we get to the actual boss fight. So we ride a high-speed conveyor belt thingy and get thrown into a large square arena against the Oppressor. A chunky, top-heavy robot with a creepy eye part that looks around a lot.
Creepy eye parts.
It's true.
It did. It did have it had an eyeball.
And it looked
creepy.
And it looked at me.
A lot.
Yeah. The Encyclopedia Eorzea has entries on most of the Forge kin here. This guy is essentially the front door guard, nothing special. but he does it well. On min eye level anyway. So he's got the normal assortment of telegraphed AoEs, heal and evade like you do. However, there is a gotcha at the end of the fight, as when the oppressor gets low, a second one shows up, tromping on out of the arm part leading deeper into Alexander. This guy has the same health as the first oppressor, which means that when you play on normal sync in roulette or whatever, you can face roll them both and you're good to go. But here, though, they have much more health when the second one comes out, and you have to take pains to DPS them equally to make sure you don't kill one and trigger the final DPS check. For when one dies, the other has a fairly short cast bar, frankly, and when it goes off, they will self-destruct and wipe you.
Yeah, that happened.
Well, that did not happen.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. I know we didn't. Okay, no, we didn't. We didn't do like a whole wipe. A lot of us died.
We did 2 wipes, Jen. Goodness, your memory is
No.
flagging after.
So, like, it wasn't like an enrage that just kills everybody all at once.
Correct.
But it killed like a bunch of us. And
so anyway, Jen, with more detail, we wiped 2 times on these guys. The first time we wiped because we had made the foolish mistake of not luring the first oppressor across the room away from the entry point. When they get close together, they will tether together and they will get a pretty intense stacking damage up buff. So you need to separate them ASAP, and these guys are hard to separate because they do fucking attacks all the time. So you have to pre-plan your separation.
oh,
Gotta keep them separated.
There it is.
There it is again. So that was one wipe, as we had not positioned them correctly. The second wipe was the missile mechanic. This does not matter in normal, but in min eye level, you get these 2 vertical line markers that appear during the fight. Shortly before then, a few little scrub robots called alarms appear. When they're killed, they leak an ooze puddle that minimizes anyone inside it. What you need to do is kill the ads under the missile telegraphs. Don't kill them wherever. Don't burn them ASAP. Wait until the missiles appear, lure them under the telegraphs, then kill them, because when they die, they leak those minimized puddles, and when the missile lands on the puddle, it gets shrunk down to mini size and explodes for small damage.
Oh.
Otherwise, it explodes for TPK damage.
Way bigger damage.
Way bigger damage.
Yeah, I was running around and not paying attention to a ton of stuff, so I didn't even pick up on that. That's cute. That's cute. You got the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids juice, and you got to put the missiles in the juice.
Yes, put the missiles in the juice.
Wee missiles.
Wee missiles.
Yeah.
Beyond that, just do your DPS evenly so you can burn the second one when the first goes down, and you are good to go.
GTG. Hot to try. Yeah, so that's the fist. All right, so after the fight, we got a bogey. Round Rocks has followed us into the Colossus. Unable to resist the potential loot. So many new treasures here. Mide doesn't see treasure in the traditional sense. Oh, she says, you mean the odd bits and bobs. Like the chests full of cogs and rods and stuff that nobody fucking wants. And then they all bail and all of it falls into my inventory.
Yeah.
All of those bits and bobs. Yeah. Mide is like, Round Rocks, you can have all of that shit that you want. She didn't call it shit. She was actually, some of it's kind of pretty. And Round Rocks is like, oh my God, I know. It's so pretty. But Mide, she's after something a little different. And she looks around the room and in the chest and she's like, damn it, I was so sure. And suddenly, gaggle of gobby goons arrive with one large behelmeted gobby at the forefront. Uplanders are unwise to... I don't know what Quick-Thinks' voice is going to sound
Jen,
like.
would you care to describe said helmet? There are many helmeted goblins out there.
Well,
but this one has...
all of them are helmeted. Masked.
Yes.
But yeah, this is like a big Man in the Iron mask. It is metal.
And tall. Big and tall.
Yeah. Everybody's got one red eye and one normal eye. But yeah, his looks like it's made out of steam powered. It's, he's in charge. Yeah, so he's all like, Uplanders are unwise to come, but most of all is Treasure Hunter. What she seeks is not here. Not in all of Gordius. Mide knows exactly who this gobby is. This is Quick-Thinks, All Thoughts, master of the Illuminati. Mide pulls her weapon and aims it at Quick-Thinks. Oh ho! But the gobbies are strapped with explosives. Uplander shoots, everybody kabooms! And an eager minion taunts Mide, telling her the Enigma Codex is gone and the Illuminati are already underway on the Alexander Initiative, so suck it. And Quick Things is like, oh my god, you just said all the words that we don't want the Uplanders to know. Can you shut the fuck up? And Minion is all like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please give me all the punishments. Just not the worst one. Don't give me the worst one. And now we're all thinking, what's the worst punishment? Death, probably. I don't know.
Yes.
Now, Mide yells, and she starts firing. And one by one, the gobbies are just blasted all around the room. They are the only victims of their explosive contingency plan. Blood! Uplander blood for fallen Gobbykin! And with that, Mide is like, we should go. And as we're running, Round Rocks asks Mide, what is the Enigma Codex? Is this treasure? Yes, young one, she says, and her hand touches her scar. My treasure. Back at the short stop, Mide and Round Rocks have become total besties right away, bonding over their love of pretty junk. Round Rocks is amazed at Mide's ability to discern the good stuff from the ugly stuff, just like she can. And Wedge and Backrix have continued listening in on the Illuminati communications, and we let Biggs know that we haven't yet found the core. We got to keep going deeper into the Alexander.
Into the dad, Jen.
I'm sorry. We got to just shove ourselves deeper into
that father.
Yep.
And that we do. So we're now into the cuff of the father. It's more like forearm, but whatever. Anyway.
It's a long wrist.
Long pair of wrists, like the two wrist bones, perhaps. The two forearm bones, that is.
What are those? The ulna?
I don't know.
And the other one.
Yeah.
The ulna and the mulna.
These are a pair of parallel tubes, and you have to go back and forth between them to navigate them, as there are these little waist-high gates, or maybe like chest-high gates, depending on your character race. Either way, though, we have to hop between the tubes to bypass these gates. We fight little goblins on the way. They're pretty basic, except the snipers can do some damage to you.
Yeah.
So that is our kind of dungeon segment there. Once we get past all of the pipes and gates and what have you, we get to the next boss arena. This is a very large square arena, and we see that there are a couple walking goblin robots parked at the side. These are not enemies, but vehicles that we can and must drive. So props to Vestal Gorgonoth in our party, who knew these fight mechanics and who grudgingly took up the job of driver in this fight, despite their protests.
Nobody else knew what the fuck, so thank you.
No, because you can just ignore them like you do in normal, typically.
Yeah.
What the gobwalkers are for is that they have to pick up the big bombs that drop in the arena, and you carry them with the gobwalker away from the party so they don't blow up and kill the party.
Cute.
Very important.
Yes.
Beyond that, this fight is really just like, oops, all adds. We get normal gobbies, we get big gobbies, we get like Alexander robots, we get goblin robots, just like nonstop ad stuff the entire time. It's not super interesting. It's kind of a drag for me when we get this in normal, because it's just like TPS a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
No real mechanics beyond that. Like, sure, you have to separate two bosses that tether or whatever. It's not nearly as punishing as the first fight was. So we take care of that and we are done. We have beat the cuff.
Easy.
We got it on the first try.
Yeah, thanks to the pro tip of knowing how to do them shit. All of this may as well have been my first time. Straight up.
Nice. But I was nervous, Jen. After the first one having taken 3 tries, I was like, we had an hour for this. Are we going to miss this by a lot? No, because the other 2 fights were pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
The first one was the difficult one.
And, folks had some vague memories of what's going on, and so that was very helpful. But yeah, the oppressor was like, we took a little bit of trial and error to figure out the mechanics there. And that I love that.
Yeah. It's like you're playing the game.
I know. You're problem solving. Before we run into Alexander again, Biggs yells at Wedge that he can stop spying on the Illuminati broadcasts now that we've figured out how to get in. But I've just this moment intercepted a new communication. It says, oh, death to Uplanders, death to Uplanders. I think we may have started a war. That's when we fight. That was the prologue to the stuff.
Might be.
That's fine. You were just so excited.
I was so excited. Yeah.
After the fight, Sid follows us inside because he wants to see this firsthand. He asked Biggs, like, ooh, what's going on in there? And Biggs is like, oh, I don't know. There's like cogs and stuff. And it's like, all right, I'm going to go check it out. He also wants to know exactly what it is that Mide hopes to find here. Have you ever heard of the Enigma Codex, she says? Well, it's a book written about a century ago. It's really not that old. The life's work of one of the greatest technologists to ever live. There are drawings and schematics for all sorts of fantastic devices, new ways to culture cheese. This is relevant to Gabi interests. You know, it's a priceless work. This sounds like a lot of like Leonardo da Vinci shit. He's like inventing helicopters and easy bridges and stuff. But the real treasure are the plans for a walking citadel. 7 hells, Sid exclaims. We're standing in it, aren't we? The primal the Illuminati summoned took that form. Mide continues. The Citadel's design had accommodations for housing, for agriculture, everything a community would need to exist, completely contained within. And if the neighborhood got rowdy, it could just stand up and walk away. The Citadel would travel around the world, loaded up with the most brilliant scholars and artificers to unravel the mysteries of life. And this utopia would be called Alexander. The Illuminati claim to have started this Alexander initiative, but to what end? Mide figures that they want to take over the world, rule with a literal iron fist with a few chosen scholars. Bloody fanatics, Sid says, take a perfectly good idea and make it into an object of faith. What could possibly go wrong? Sid also concedes that a group of people who carry their entire lives on their back would be drawn to the idea of a machine carrying them for once. But this is not a machine. This is a primal, and primals are going to destroy us all. Round Rocks picks up on one word in particular. Utopia. Is happy place? Where there is junk aplenty, Round Rocks is happy. Where is very happy place of Mide? Mide's hand once again reaches for her scar. Wherever he is, she says. The plot thickens. At the short stop, Wedge has just received a phone call. If my ears seem red, it's because Y'shtola just called. And dear me, I didn't think she knew such language. I gather Matoya may not be the easiest of taskmasters. So yeah, Y'shtola is losing her goddamn mind. Which is funny, because when she was like, I'm going to go work with Matoya on this whole how to disconnect Alexander from the Earth thing. And she's like, I promise you, the second I am done, I am rejoining you guys. Because I'm not going to take one more second of Matoya. Even though Matoya loves her a lot. So now we gotta wonder what's eating Sidbert Grapeland.
What? What?
Really? What's eating Gilbert Grape? Remember?
I'm aware of that title. I don't know what that is.
What's eating Sidbert Grapeland?
I understand the joke now.
Okay.
I don't know what's eating Gilbert Grape is about.
Well, you gotta watch the movie. I've never seen it. Well, the Illuminati, apparently. So Wedge has been picking up these communications, right? And broadcasting coded messages on how to unlock the hatch. However, we know the Illuminati have set up shop within Alexander a while ago, before the hatch had been exposed beyond the magic barrier. They have their own way in and out, so why are they sending out cheat codes? Sid thinks there's a spy living in Idleshire who's sneaking in and out of Alexander via the hatch. And ever since we've been involved and have set up a base of operations of sorts just outside the hatch, this spy hasn't been able to get in, and is probably pretty desperate at this point to do so. So Sid has told all of the hatch people to leave in order to monitor the entrance from afar and see who tries to make a mad dash for it. Just then, Wedge says there's a call from Red Bricks. He says Brayflux went inside, but she can't be. No, it must be an impersonator. Chief, whomever you met earlier was a spy. Quick, you've got to go in after her.
And we do.
We do.
We head now into the arm of the father. And just inside, we see this Gabi changing out of their Brayflux outfit into their normal Gabi outfit.
Uh-huh.
Not a very long ruse.
They thought they were in the clear.
They thought so. They couldn't milk that plot twist for more than 5 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Either way, we're inside the arm. This is a fun dungeon. We're pretty much climbing up inside the arm vertically here. It reminds me of Pharaoh Sirius in layout. It's got circular walkways and stairs that surround a central fixture. In this case, some sort of power core thing that runs vertically through the area. And like in Pharaoh Sirius, the place has gone a bit to shit and the wildlife has got in. So we run up the crumbling platforms and fight some snails and claws that presumably got in from the Thaliak River. And there's some glowing goo here too. Stuff's leaking. Eventually we get to the base of the area where we're now on a circular platform surrounded by a lightning floor. And in the center, there is this little spiral node thing that floats up and congeals water into a living liquid man.
Oh.
Or the Pepsi Man, as some call him, I guess, from the hit video game Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man.
The encyclopedia clarifies that this is a pure construct of Alexander, made by the primal itself. At different parts of the fight, the man turns into a hand and into a column of water. We get the normal variety of AoEs like you do, and in the hand phase, it gets cleaving attacks. So DPS do not stand near the hand, and then you get 2 hands, each of which should be tanked separately. In the whirlpool phase, it gets a ground puddle around the liquid, and then there are more puddles on the outskirts too. Don't stand in the puddles. We also get magnet mechanics. Here they are, Jen.
Nobody knows how to deal with these.
Yes, they do. Plenty of people do.
I don't know how to deal with these.
It's opposites attract, Jen.
Yeah, so do you pull away or go together? Or if it's like negative, do you pull them apart? Do you go together? If it's negative,
in almost
positive,
every magnet mechanic, Jen, when you have the same symbols, you go close together and you plan where to be knocked to. When you have opposite symbols, you go far away and you plan where to be pulled to. It's the same formula every single time there's a magnet. Many people know how this works, Jen.
Yeah, I guess it's just like, is the magnet doing magnet stuff right now? Or
yes.
Are we prepping for the magnet stuff to happen later?
It's doing it now.
It's the latter. No, it's the latter. You just said.
Oh, do you mean like this second or?
Right. So you get a negative and somebody else gets a positive. It's not come together like a magnet normally would at that moment. You need to stand apart.
Yes, it's a telegraph. Yes.
Yeah. I think it's just, normally I'm in panic mode, so it's hard to do those things.
Well, you're not alone. We had some other magnet novices in the party too, but get used to them. This is a common mechanic.
Yeah, it is.
So like we said, opposites attract. So you want to be placing yourself so that you're sucked into or pushed away to a safe area. If you are the same symbol, like the positive or negative, and you are far apart, then you are going to be pushed into the lightning floor. If you're on the opposite symbols and you don't align correctly, you'll be pulled into the goo.
Which Levi mentioned is bad.
Is bad.
Yeah.
And this one's a bit tricky, though, because of the way the goo puddles are lined up. They are in thirds, so you can't cross-section the center of the arena. You have to offset yourselves to the side to not end up in a puddle.
Yeah.
So it's less clean than some where it's like, all right, down the middle, here we go. Anyway, that's the fight. We fight the Pepsi Man again, and we have won.
We did it! Okay. So now our spy runs up excitedly to Quick Thinks, knowing they had done what was asked of them. Good, says Quick Thinks. Knowings of missing piece are with Illuminati. Gabi did well, indeed. And then Quick Thinks turns and shoots the spy dead. Sid sees this and starts yelling at Quick Thinks about killing his own people. And Quick Thinks is like, the realm is in shambles. We're going to make our own perfect world, and it doesn't matter if it sucks up all the ether everywhere we go, leaving the planet in ruin. The right people will be inside, and the people on the outside will die. Such is the price of progress. Well, fuck you and your progress, Sid yells. And then the Illuminati retreat back into the depths of Daddy. Well, Mide corrects Sid a little bit. Like the rest of the ideas set out in the Enigma Codex, Alexander is wonderful in itself. Perfect, even. But in the rush to realize its ideals, even the best of us can be led astray. Well, this doesn't jive for Sid. It's not like the Illuminati were empaths until they found the Codex. And then, realizing playing devil's advocate isn't the right move right now. Mide says she doesn't remember everything from the Codex, but she believes she can stop the core if we can get her close enough. All right, you think you can or you can? And what of its location, Sid asks. Well, the core is somewhere in the trunk, but she doesn't know how far or close that could be at this point. Well, Round Rocks pipes up, and she's like, 2 steps of Round Rocks is exactly 1 yalm. Therefore, we're almost to the chest. Clever girl, says Sid. For now, though, we should withdraw, rest, and re-equip. Who knows what we'll be dealing with? Mide says no one should have the power to choose who lives and who dies. The idea is too vile, too insidious to be left unchallenged. If we don't act soon, the Illuminati will activate Alexander, and it will be too late. And that's where we leave off.
Hey, Jen, don't forget that there is a weird cat. And the weird cat, it's a normal cat, but the sprite, the minion, is like unblinking, staring, so it looks creepy. When he shoots down his minion, the cat just like hops down from quick thinks and stares at the minion. Yep. Cat, black cat, green eyes, bell around its collar, or rather collar around its neck, bell on the collar. Cat is here. Cat's in play.
Yep. Forgot about the cat.
How could you, Jen?
I don't know. Everybody was very excited to jump back into Alexander. It is infamous. It's a meme. It's got great music.
Yeah, it does.
It's pretty good stuff all around.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Looking forward to meeting more of that dad.
So we will next time. Now to say, we're still dialing in the meta. It's kind of tough because it feels like a whole Alexander is too much, but part is too little. So we'll figure out the meta next time. I guess.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We have finished up with the first 3/4 of Alexander. Next time we are wrapping part 1, and we are planning to go and dabble in the Savage mode as well.
Ooh.
See you next times. Also, presumably, thank you also to our community manager, Golden Abbey, who has presumably edited this episode for us, which is a laborious and thankless process. But I am thanking you right now.
Yes. Holy shit, thank you. Oh, that's so interesting. I mean, editing is really... I mean, you get a sense of, honestly, like a person from how they edit stuff. Like what they choose to leave in, how they format things. Yeah, that's very interesting. So I'm super curious. You are not. That's okay.
I am relieved. Got enough shit on my plate as it is.
It is.
Love having less.
It is just, yeah, it's a lot of work, for sure.
Yes, Jen, it is.
It is.
Thank you.
I've done it a couple of times.
And time. And you were like, this is hard.
Well, it's not, I wasn't immediately good at it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all.
Yep.
I mean, it's not hard, but to be proficient, to not spend 3 hours at a time, that's where you've got.
Well, it takes 3 hours at a time for like an hour-long episode because of the editing process.
Right. Especially if we go off on like tangents that are dumb, or if
someone sneezes and does not blow her nose.
There's a lot of sniffling. The cats probably.
Yep. Anyway, enough of that. See you next time.
And that will do it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for listening. And you know what? I hope a Pepsi Man and the 7-Up Spot are living their best retired life in like Cabo right now or something. If you want to get in touch with us, you can at podreturnffxiv at gmail.com. We're on the same tag at bluesky.com. Check the show notes for Discord information. Everybody's super rad. If you wanted to join us for any of the group runs, that's where you would do it. You can even make your own. How novel. And a link to the official pod t-shirt. And last but not least, our Patreon, patreon.com/podreturnffxiv. If you wanted to support the podcast in that way, we have a couple of tiers for you. For $1 a month, you get access to a bunch of random shit that we do, like all the seasonal episodes go there. We talk about like the tabletop RPG, the card game. Oh my god, Butter. Oh, just baby Butter. You're really like manhandling her right now.
She loves it.
Like, no, it's great. But the whole time you've just been like mindlessly kneading her face.
Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah, no, she's got
itchy face.
All the time. Oh, itchy face Butter. Yeah, so that's the first tier. And then the second tier for $2 a month, you get access to all that stuff. And then plus our bonus series, which is called Sightseeing Log. Play other Final Fantasy games. Levi's played Final Fantasy 11, and I'm currently playing Final Fantasy 6 for the first time. Having a go of it, as they say. So check it out if you would like. And with that, we hope you enjoyed the episode. Have a good day or night, and we will see you next time.